Okay. Hello, Max.
Hi, Vitalius.
How is your things going on today?
Yeah, pretty much good. A little bit busy day, so pretty well. How about you?
Also, super. I like doing webinars for our clients. I like to share my knowledge. I like to share the things I know, and also I hope these things will help them to increase their sales because we are interested in our client growth. So I would like to introduce you to our clients and to tell them more about what you do because I think it's very important and think this could increase sales. So to be in general, if we have a lot of shops and most of customers usually ask us for how to advertise, how to get more clients, how to get more engagements, how to collect more emails from them. And one of top things usually is pop-ups for newsletter subscription, but this works quite well, not, let's say, not as good as it could be. Of course, they write some articles for sale purposes and so on. But as I know and checked, that you have interesting platform with gamification things. So the users could be engaged, the users could know more about eShop business, about eShop products. And I would like you to share your experience and knowledge with our clients, how they could achieve good results with gamification products. And maybe let's probably speak what is gamification at first, and then to come to this eShop practices, how to use it in the eShops.
Yeah, sure. Thank you, Vitalius, for intro. So yeah, we are a startup from Latvia. We're a platform Twisto, and we actually have created the platform, which is online constructor of promotion games for marketing to acquire users. So yeah, it's a big struggle for users, for business owners, and for marketers, how to more effectively acquire users, how to reduce costs on that, how to be in the front of the competition. So this struggle is pretty common. And our answer is gamification for that. It's also very good that you mentioned the pop-up banners that are constantly using everywhere. And these are also okay, and they are pretty much significant for business, and they're pretty much solving the business goals. However, if you Google the information about the conversion rates, about the pop-ups, you would find something like 3-5% of conversion rates are okay. Very rarely they are like 10%, very rarely. So if we're talking about the games, it's like we're talking about 15, 20, 30, 40% conversions are pretty much common. I would say that 20%, 25% is something very good. And sometimes you can achieve cases from our practice like 83% conversions, even you can achieve that. So, but in general, it's like 5 or 7 times more effective than promotion, like pop-ups. So maybe I will describe it in a couple of words what is gamification marketing, so that there will be a clear understanding. So gamification marketing is a complex of it's a complex of processes that has game mechanics that are solving specific marketing goals. By game mechanics, I understand such things as attractive trigger to play the game, the clear rules, the clear game rules, and the great balance between required user action to do something, and the balance between this and potential reward that user can receive. I mean, like a gift, the promo code, the coupon, or something. So if it's well balanced, the game mechanics are great. And yeah, if we're talking about the goals, marketing goals that you can achieve with gamification, I would mention like a couple of them. So you can set specific goal, like to attract more users to your website for the same marketing budget, for the same advertising budget. for example, let's say 2 times more users to the website. Because when users understand that there's a game over the website, there's more interest to visit your website because it's fun. It's more interesting than a regular sale or promotion. Also, you can set specific goal like acquire 7 times or 5 times more users than the pop-up banners, which also is a good goal that can be easily achieved. Also, you can set a goal to increase by 30% more instant sales at the moment at the website, and it also can be achieved with a game. And yeah, you can also engage up to 6 times more users while sending the email newsletters to your users. If you're mentioning that there's a game on the website, we have practices like 5-6 times more user react better to these emails and visit your website, which is also huge. So you can also educate your users and raise user loyalty. There's a lot of things, but these are like the main. A couple of examples. For example, you can have this scratch card promotion. So user come to your website and see the promotion. User understand that, okay, I have to leave my email address and maybe I will receive marketing offers. That's okay. That's fine for me because I will receive a great discount and I will have some fun. So sounds like a good deal for me, right? So users are playing very with a big interest, and business gets the emails, business gets the sales, because users that are receiving the promo codes are more likely to use it because they took some action, they want it, and now they're interested to use it. And the next example could be something like a quiz game. For example, user can answer from 1 to 5 questions. And the better you answer the question, the better the coupon you get. For example, if you answer everything correct, then you get the 50 or 30% discount. And if everything is wrong, you can have this complimentary coupon of 5-10%, which also okay. But the good thing is also user is being educated through this game because you're answering the questions, whether it's correct or not. You're understanding the advantages of the business. For example, how much products do you have this shop have in the product line? 50, 100, 1,000, 10,000. User is answering like 100, no, it's 10,000. And user is doing, wow, it's a good shop. I like it. So you can just place your advantages of your website, your shop, your brand to the questions. So these are like yeah. So I hope I answered the question. What is the gamification, the game dynamics, and which specific goals you can achieve with that?
Yeah, that's actually it's very good, and I just remembered that a few weeks ago, Tele caught me with their gamification also, and it was like a quiz you mentioned. It was about the Samsung brand. It was I don't know how many questions, quite a lot, because every time I played, I get different questions. But also I pick up one of answers and I see that I was wrong or right. But I've learned a lot of things about the Samsung, about how many phones were sold. Does this phone connects to that and so on. So that was really just an education, and I could also leave my email address. So I understand that I leak my personal data so they can send me the coupon or just have some lottery. So maybe I will win something. I don't believe in this. I will win, but anyway, I left my email address, and as I played 3 or 4 times, I left different my emails, so they can reach me actually not only on my personal email, also the work email and so on. So I think that's really good. And of course, if I then can get instant discount, that's also picks me up because I want to shop. I'm already a buyer, but I'm not willing to subscribe any newsletters. I don't want to hear anything more. Probably that could be the first and the last my shopping at this e-commerce website. But if they provide me with let's say €2 discount, I will leave my email, and that will be GDPR safe thing to spam me later, to send me newsletter and so on. So I put my concern and gave my email by my own. I That's enough for them to write me newsletter. If of course, if I don't like, I can unsubscribe these things. But that's probably one of the cheapest way to get users' emails, and users will be much higher willingly to give away the email.
Yeah, so the good idea you mentioned also about the GDPR. So it's a good practice if the game also have this checkbox, not only agree to game rules and conditions, but also I separately agree to receiving email newsletters. This is like legally more correct.
Mhm.
So if the website is showing this additional checkbox, it's great. So yeah, so I think it's great exchange, and this kind of games, they're a great sales boosters and user acquisition boosters. And me personally, I also love quizzes. It's very not only having fun, but also not getting some knowledge, and it's interesting when you have to think maybe a little bit and they get something in exchange. So
Yeah.
yeah.
And Maxim, can you share some statistics about your already finished campaigns which you have? So I think the numbers can show much more than just only the talks we have now. So if it's possible to share some numbers, some experience from the already finished campaigns.
Yeah, so I will share the screen here, and just give me a second. So yeah, 1 second. Before I share, so I will mention that we also have statistics like even up to 83% of our users were converting to the newsletter to players, which means like up to 83% of users were actually leaving their emails to participate in the game. This was Latvian client Esmilu Kafiju, and yeah, statistics were great. However, I have two cases to show you for Barbora Latvia and Douglas Latvia. If we're talking about Barbora, they had a promotion a while ago for 3 weeks, and they like got more than 100,000 users, visitors on the website, and 63,000, almost 64,000 actually times game was played. And they gathered huge amounts of emails and also pretty much inspirable number of users that actually agreed to receive marketing offers. So we can see here that 52% of all visitors were converted to players and left their emails. And 17% actually were the people that agreed to receive marketing offers. Yeah, sorry, not 17% were like unique emails, and 36% of them actually subscribed to the newsletter. But what I like mostly about this case is that 17% of all the distributed coupons were actually used on the checkout, which is huge because 40,000 coupons were distributed and 7,000 coupons were used, which is great. If we're talking about the Douglas, we also had data provided for like a while ago, and they had 27% of user conversion from the visitors to the players. So also very good number of collected emails and email subscribers to the newsletter. And also 40%, 14% of all promo codes conversion to the actual sales with promo codes. It's very great number. So maybe I also share you like an option how the actually game looks like if we're talking about the Twisto games, right? So imagine this is your website and you're opening the sidebar where you can see all the gifts and coupons that you can win. Also, there's like rules that can be read, and user is fully safe and understand what happens with the email address, and which are like basically the rules. So what I do here is I'm writing here my email address, And when I've done this, I see the option to scratch the card. I'm scratching it, and okay. So in this case, I want 50% for the like BMW diagnostics,
Mhm.
which is like not real case. It's only for representation demo, but looks great. And I've also just received an email address to my email, the information about this promotion, the results, so that I won't forget this promo code. So if in couple of words and very shortly, then yes, this is how the promotion games look like, and these are like the numbers you can achieve. But if we're talking about the statistics I provided you, you should keep in mind that these promotions were supported with advertising campaigns. The fund of the prizes were also like um, very big. The discounts were great, and the campaigns were well branded. So this is why they attracted a lot of users and get these high results. Of course, you can your promotion could be different. Yes, it could be with a less conversion rates, maybe with bigger conversion rates. It's really up to you how you really understand your audience, how you understand if the game really fits your business needs, if the game is really appropriate in this time. Yeah, and there's a lot of things that you can keep in mind. So my advice would be just experiment with your audience. Of course, you shouldn't use games for like every day for all the users. There are a lot of cases. You can just attract new users, grow sales. Maybe you can play with the retention. Maybe you can just play with loyalty and say sometimes thank you very much for your audience, and create these secret promotions and to send these games via email to a specific audience. So you should experiment and understand which of that really drives your business the best. Um by saying that, I also can mention that there are a lot of ways how you can do your marketing games. The first option is to create your own. Maybe you have like developers, maybe you have programmers to do that, or maybe you can just attract the studio that will create a game for you. You should be ready that the game can cost for you like thousand, couple of thousand euros, maybe 10,000 euros. It really depends on the functionality you would have there. If you want to reuse this game, if you want to make it branded, and yeah, so and the other option is to use the constructors like Twisto or maybe other constructors you can find in the worldwide. And that means that you're only paying for the already pre-made game. You're only like creating your account in the system. You are creating new promotion, picking a template, and customizing it, and adding your information there and publishing it. So this kind of cost can be really low because you can check, for example, our website. You can start with only 45 euros to test 1,000 games.
Mhm.
Even when registering, we're also sharing free games, fully free games to test.
Mhm.
So yeah, the costs are very different, and you should understand which more fits for your business. And if we're talking about how quickly you can do that, so of course, if you're creating your own game, it could take like a month, maybe more, because all the documentations, all this acceptance, and so on, it's a huge project. It's a huge project. So if we're talking about the constructors and like platforms like Twisto, you can count on 5, 10, maybe 30 minutes to create a game and go and launch. Everything you need to is when the promotion is ready on your user account, there's like automatically generating scripts
Mhm.
that you need to implement on your website. And once the script is implemented, you can navigate and manage all the promotion from your user account. So this is that easy. And yeah, so a couple of words is like that.
Yeah, I think that's very good because I believe that those types of businesses online, like software as a service, like you do, like we do, it's also, yes, it's pre-made solution, but it covers, let's say, 99% of everyday needs. Of course, if you need something extra, you can make your own game, your own e-shop, but it will cost much higher. It will take much more time, and so on. And of course, when you especially don't need how to do, how the result will be, and so on, so it's better to take what's already created. And the pricing, I think it's very, very affordable. You mentioned 45 euro for thousand for
4,000
1,000
euros,
game.
yeah. It's
I
for
think
1,000 users to be registered, like for 1,000 users to
Mhm.
leave their email address and receive the coupons. So yeah, so
Actually,
of course,
it's very cheap because for collecting emails, I think I would give not 45. I will give few hundred euros for such database. But and moreover, it will
we
be
have
easy
also plans.
database.
You can also purchase not only 1,000 games, you can also like purchase 100,000 games, which is with a higher price. However, you can just understand. I meant that 45 is a good start, so you can check,
Yeah.
understand how your audience is behaving, to understand the economics and the mathematics of these processes, and then you can decide. Okay, you can just upgrade to another level, and feel free to experiment with that. And if we're talking about the creating your own games, yeah, it's a still good option, and you should understand how often you can reuse that,
Mhm.
and maybe you can invest in one game and you can reuse it all the life. But do your users really want the same game to be played all the time? So maybe you want something like new all the time. Maybe for this promotion for Christmas, you want the advent calendar.
Mhm.
Maybe for I don't know, like for Oster, you want to have some scratch cards for some arcade game.
Mhm.
Maybe for another one, you want to have this Wheel of Fortune to. When you have the greatest discounts, you want to clean your warehouse,
Mhm.
and sometimes you want to have quiz or polls to know more, to educate your audience, or maybe to gather some more information about your audience, how they think. So yeah, sometimes you should consider what's more effective for your business and make your own decision.
Yeah, I think this is very affordable and this is very interesting thing to make with gamification to boost sales, to boost knowledge of product or e-shop or business itself. So thank you very much for your time talking about this. I appreciate your time, and I think our users will be very interested in this topic, and hope they will sell even more than now. Thank you very much.
Yeah, yeah. Thank you for your time. It was great to talk with you. Thank you.